Hello everyone, my name is Mervin Sami and I'm 12 years old and I'm joined here with a very special guest called Ivolaine and I'm going to be having you on my podcast and it's really great to have you. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. Hi, Amir. Thank you for inviting me. My name is Evelyn, and I'm 58 years old. I live in the Netherlands. I have two children and one granddaughter. Yes, one granddaughter. I'm the director of a foundation called Street Pro, which is a foundation that helps young kids that drop out back on track. And I'm a board member of the Black Impact Foundation. And besides that, I do a lot of other things.
Okay, so let's head on to the questions. Um, what is your biggest dream and when did you first realize
Well, if you're 58, you don't dream big anymore. I mean, I think that's more for the the youngsters. But I have never, I never ever, if I go back, really have big dreams. I always um, went with whatever was presented for me, and did the best out of that. So I never really had quite some big dreams. The only dreams that I have is that that my kids are okay and that they're happy and that all their wishes are fulfilled and dreams. But for myself, I never had really, really big dreams.
it? Okay, too old to start dreaming. Um, what would your dream look like if you woke up in it tomorrow? So maybe a dream that you had when you were younger,
Yes.
maybe?
I mean, of course, if I would wake up in a dream, it would be a dream where it's a world where where everybody is equal, that we don't judge each other on color or preferences or whatever, that we have equal opportunities and that we live in a world where respect is actually the norm.
Definitely. Um, who or what inspired this dream?
Um, I think everybody that I know or that I've been looking at since I was young who has faced struggles and had amazing skills, etc., but never really gotten the opportunities to realize them, or in my people that have been, discriminated on basis of their color or gender or whatever. So, yeah, those are the people who really inspired me to do better or at least to address some of those issues.
So very good. How could achieving your dream help others or change the world?
Well, in my foundation, I mean, I see we have a lot of kids as of the age of 14, 15 who don't have, a lot of them have a different background, a non-Western background. And we see they have not the same opportunity as their peers in the same age category, but from rich parents or Western background. So yes, I definitely try to give them a future perspective by empowering them, telling them, letting them see that they have so much more to give. They have a lot of things to give to our world, and to make them believe in themselves again.
It's a really great answer. What's the biggest challenge you faced on this journey?
The Trumps of this world and the leaders who believe that putting people in boxes is the right way to go. The leaders of our countries who should lead by example, but all that yeah, so that's a big challenge. Another challenge is, of course, the society we live in right now. We live social media. It's very it as a parents you hardly you have so many challenges because of the social media. So for us, it's much harder to raise our kids and to for them to be safe because they're very much triggered by other things out there. So yeah, so there's a lot of challenges.
That's a really good answer. Thank you. What kept you going when you felt like giving up, if you ever felt?
It's the parent who came to me and told me, "Thank you for helping my daughter," or thank you for believing in my son and giving him this opportunity. And of course, my own kids, because everything I do is to make sure that, and my granddaughter, of course, that's the future generation, to make sure that they have uh, a place where they can thrive. So yeah, that's what keeps me going.
Okay. What's a powerful lesson you've learned along the way?
A powerful lesson I learned that not everybody in your circle is in your corner.
It's a really good one. Thank you. If fear wasn't a factor, what would you try?
If fear,
If fear wasn't a factor, like if fear wasn't a thing, what would you try?
if fear wasn't an, uh, I would really, I think I would write more. I would really make people more accountable for their actions.
Yeah, everyone needs to be accountable for their actions, no matter what they have done. So,
Yeah,
what do people often misunderstand about your journey?
that it's not uh, that it's not that people don't want to be helped, but a lot of time they don't know how to change or how to do better. A lot of times they need somebody to push them in the right direction.
Everyone needs help, whether it's from a friend or a family member as well. How
Mhm.
can people support your dream today?
Um, People can support my dream today by giving us the opportunity for them, for me to continue my work. So that is what people if people could help, support me in realizing my dream, or and giving the young people a future perspective.
Definitely. Share a small act of kindness that has changed your life.
An act of kindness that changed my life.
Yes.
That I think that somebody once told me giving up is not an is not a possibility. It's That's not a choice. You need to keep going because giving up is letting the other people win, and that was very true. And also, if you get angry, uh, that's an emotion that somebody else put on you. and it's not, so why get angry? Because it's not your emotion. It's somebody else did something which triggered an emotion for you.
Definitely. Once you reach your dream, how will you give back?
Well, I think I'm giving back a lot already. It's uh, sharing my experience, my lessons, opening my doors, setting the table for everybody who enters my house. So yeah, I think giving back is, I think, the most one of the most wonderful things that we can do by giving back is to lead by example and making the other feel worth and being seen. So I always make sure that I see the other one person and I always listen to the other person. That's for me a giving back. And if there's a question involved, I hopefully I can help myself, and if I can, see in my network if we can support somebody. But it's much better to teach people. So yeah.
Very amazing. What's a small act of kindness you practice daily?
Um, I have daily, I believe, around 28 kids coming into work, um, uh, asking for guidance and asking for help. A lot of times they come in hungry. They don't have breakfast or whatever, so we provide that, and we try to create like a home for them, or a safe, with not a home but a safe environment where we can empower them. So that's what I do on a daily basis, and and in and I also on a daily basis try to fight injustice uh, wherever I can.
Amazing. It's a really good one. Thank you. Um, if your dream became a book or a TV show, what would the title be?
Oh, that's a good one. I think start with The Man in the Mirror.
It's a really good one.
Yeah,
What did you dream about as a child?
of a family.
What would your younger self say if they saw you now?
Um, Not expected for you to end up where you are right now. So quite surprised, but grateful.
Who in your early life inspired you to dream big?
Um, that's again a difficult one because I never had role models that I looked up to. Like, for instance, sometimes I see, at concerts, people getting all crazy when they see their idols or something, and I just cannot relate to that. So, yeah, that's quite. But I think that I believe people like Nelson Mandela, who really fought for freedom for his country, and people like Muhammad Ali, who really had a different view on men and on diversity. Those are the people who really inspired me.
Very good. Very inspirational people. Um, what childhood memory shaped your life?
which um, well, I had to say goodbye a lot of times when I was young. So really, I believe that really shaped my life. I right now, I'm very, for me, it's very difficult to let go. I would, if I don't feel that somebody is ready to let go, for me, it's difficult to let go. So yeah, yes, that's really shaped my life.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Um, though, make sure, no, listen to yourself and listen to the non-spoken words. I mean, try to see the path that is meant for you.
Definitely. Yeah. Um, what's the funniest moment you've experienced on this journey?
The funniest memory that I experienced on this journey, oh, those were memories that I have with my brother. When we were young and doing things that we were not allowed to do, like, teasing others, etc. Yes, those are child stuff. Those were the funniest memories I have with my siblings.
Siblings are the best. I have four, and they're
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, definitely, yes.
Have you had any moments where you've like looked back on your past?
Of course, daily. I mean, you need to reflect on a daily basis, or actually not on a daily, but you need to reflect regular on the past, on the present, and yeah. So I do that.
Great. Um, if your life were a movie, what would it be called?
I think this the same as the book.
Yeah.
Let's turn the book into a movie, okay?
And what song tells the story of your journey?
What song tells the journey, the story of my journey? Um, oh, there's so many. I mean, oh my God, I think this is difficult, because for every moment you have a song, right? So yeah, yeah, I think this is quite difficult. I think the song from REM, "Everybody's Lost." I think that would, yeah, that's the song I would go for.
Good one.
And then
Last,
again, Barry White, of course. You're my everything.
I
That's the
love that
opposite.
song.
Yeah.
So the last question is, what's been the most emotional part of your part?
Saying goodbye to the people I love.
Thank you for joining me. It's been really